This movie is an adaptation of a show which I never really heard of that came out in the 70s with the same title, and it is also a love letter to the stuntmen and women working in various film industries. I highly recommend going to the theatres to watch this film in the big screen because it has some extraordinary action spectacle. Not just that, it's also very entertaining. You don't have to watch it in IMAX per se, because the aspect ratio of this film is 2.39:1. So you will have those two black bars at the top and bottom of your screen. Letterbox, if I'm not wrong, that's what they call it. Hence, just watch it in 2D digital in your cinemas. That's the best viewing experience in my personal opinion. Fall Guy. Here's a quick plot synopsis. Stuntman Colt, played by Ryan Gosling, who is also in love with the camera operator Jodie, played by Emily Blunt, gets into a film accident where he falls down multiple stories of a building. Once he recovers, he doesn't want to go back to the stunt work anymore, so he finds other menial jobs, and one day he gets a call from this producer Gail, played by Hannah Waddingham, and is recruited to be a stuntman in Jodie's first directorial debut, and also bring back the missing actor Tom, and he ends up facing some corruption from the film industry. So let's talk about the good first, Ryan Gosling. He owns this role. He has the charm, the physique, the dialogue delivery, basically everything needed for this role. It's really hard thinking of a better casting option because I doubt there is. This movie is also entertaining, ludicrous at times even, and also very emotional and funny as well. Ryan Gosling manages to capture all these elements perfectly. He is the main star. He is front and center in this film, so it was really important for him to be perfect, and he was. The stunt work. Let's talk about stunt work. I'm not sure how much of the stunt was done by Ryan Gosling himself and how much was done by a different stuntman, but he clearly did a couple of risky stunts, so bravo to him. Also, since this is a celebration of people in the stunt industry and there were a lot of stuntmen involved in this movie, bravo to all the individual stuntmen and women who are part of this film. This feels like one of those homage to 70s and 80s Hollywood films with a lot of practical effects. The explosions, cars flipping over, going up a ramp, people jumping down the second level and all that. All these today are done by CGI in modern films, but in this film they went by practical effects for most of it, and I'm really appreciative of that. I'm proud of that. It really made the vibe and atmosphere of this film more lively since a lot of the stuff are mostly real. Then we have to talk about the comedy. The comedy is gold in this film. There was a dog in this film that was biting men's balls. I don't know if that was inspired by John Wick 4 or this actually happens in the TV show and they just adapted it into here, or it was completely original, but it was hilarious. There were other comedic moments too, especially the banter between Colt and Jodie after they reunite after 18 months. It was very dialogue heavy, so I can see some people disliking that portion, but I absolutely loved it. I had a blast. We need more movies like these, guys. People doing stunts that are mostly real with little CGI, then a love interest between our main protagonist and another character, as well as some comedy. Just simple films like these can offer a lot. Why did this movie cost $125 million to make? I don't know, but I recommend making more movies like this for a lower budget. The worst part is that the opening projections for this movie domestically seems to be only 35 million. A meager 35 million is not enough for the film to make up the $125 million in the long run. So this movie is there's a high chance it's gonna flop, and I don't want that to happen. So maybe we can make more movies like this, but with a lower budget. I promise you this will be a great time at the theatres. Now let's get to the drawbacks. The story. When it comes to films like this, you don't expect much from the story, like master level writing or anything. You just expect some subpar writing. And that's what this film delivers, subpar writing, but with a lot of incredible entertainment and fun. Then we have to talk about the Hollywood corruption storyline. I mean, it's not bad. I wish they opted for a different storyline. If not, they would have improved on this storyline, made it much better. That's what I was hoping for, but the way they handled it was not very well done. Because I felt that there were a lot of unnecessary moments, so sometimes we stray away from the main storyline that we are with. I wish they handled it better, and yeah, that's about it. Also, before I end this video, I just want to say there is a post-credit scene, so stay till the end. I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. It's a fun, entertaining time in the cinemas filled with comedy and emotions, pays homage to stuntmen, and just curious, will they ever make a film that pays homage to VFX artists or animators, because they seem to be pretty underrated in Hollywood right now and underrepresented. Let me know your thoughts on the comments below. And if you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and see you guys next time. You guys are always the best.